Alright everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at a channel called Bruhzen? Bruhzen? I don't know how to pronounce the name, but it's something like that. Link is in the description as per usual. And this channel pretty much makes shorts about this dude making ridiculous kinds of food. I don't know how to explain it. You'll see after this first one. But he spends hours crafting just the most random pieces of food art, I guess you can call it. But yeah, no, here, check it out.
Today we eat Mr. Krabs. First, with the help of a magnifying glass, use a cotton swab to clean him. Cut a piece of ginger into a rectangular block with these measurements. Use a diamond drill bit at 5,000 revolutions per minute to drill through the inside. Place Mr. Krabs inside. Add 2 large tablespoons of wine. Steam for 300 seconds. Now, secure in a clamp and cut a Sichuan pepper in
Also, I forgot to mention he's very specific with everything too. So,
half. Remove the seed. Extract the crab meat and insert into the pepper shell. Heat so the aroma fuses with the meat. Grind vermicelli noodles into powder. Take 1/6 of the powder, add a tablespoon of salt, 1 milliliter of distilled water, carefully extract the meat and place onto the dough. Wrap into a ball shape. Then add powder and distilled water. Mix until forming a dough. Wrap the ball
okay.
and knead again. Repeat the
That's
process,
a lot of
this
dough.
time with pepper and water. Repeat again with chili powder and water. Knead, and again repeat with 13 spices and honey. Bake using this method. Once everything is concentrated, remove the ball. Place in a container. Enjoy. Today we
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? That's that's a lot of effort for the like this much crab meat. It was like this much crab meat and that ball was like this big. Yeah, so all of his videos are like that. So so if you're really interested after this first one, yeah, like I said, there's a link to his channel in the description, and you could go and watch all of his stuff because they're all like this.
Today I select 900 rice grains, 800 pomelo pieces, and 8,000 salt grains.
Jesus,
First, measure and
I am so curious if he actually counted out 8,000 pieces of salt. Maybe I've like, what does he do for a living? Is what I want to know. If he's got, how long does it take to count 8,000 pieces of salt?
select only 2 millimeter rice grains. Place them on a steaming cloth. Now, select 800 pomelo sacks, one by one, and suck the juice until dry. This took me 7,000 seconds. Pour the juice
How long is 7,000? I gotta. Okay, I'll let you know. I'm looking it up right now. I'll let you know. How long is 7,000 seconds? 1 hour, 56 minutes, and 40 seconds is the AI overview, but what does the calculator say? Fucking 7,000 seconds to minutes to, let's go hours, calculate that. 1.9444444 hours, results rounded. So I guess the AI overview is kind of right. 1 hour, 56 minutes, 40 seconds, somewhere around there. So he spent 2 hours sucking juice. And that's just sucking the juice. He didn't mention how long it took him to measure all the 2 millimeter pieces of rice, or to just get all these little individual pieces of the fruit. Fucking hell.
juice into the pot and
Okay.
dilute 10 measures of alpine water. Steam the rice grains using the juice. Then, use a magnifying glass to observe and select 8,000 grains of salt. Quantity has to be exact, so double check them. Drip 800 drops of tap water and stir. Inject the salt water to the dried pomelo. This took 18,000 seconds. Now,
Okay, so if we're going off that 7,000 seconds is about 2 hours, so 18,000 seconds is probably going to be about 3. Fuck.
inject pomelo juice into the rice. Cut an egg and mix the yolk with the rice. Stir fry in an oiled pan. Pour the pomelo pieces. After frying, pick out them one by one. Divide the rice and the pomelo into each compartment. Enjoy your simple meal. Today I select
Simple meal, he says. Jesus Christ. And those pomelo. Wait, I wanted to see something. Is this Is this is the audio translated? No, English US is original apparently. No, I was just questioning it because the little burner that he used definitely wasn't English. So I was just, because YouTube's doing that stupid thing where it automatically, like all videos in whatever language, if it's a different language than your like default language, it's YouTube automatically dubs it and switches it to your language. But no, apparently English was the original. So I just wanted to make sure of that. I mean, it's not like I probably would keep it on English, but yeah.
Today we eat 5 million micrograms of meat noodles. First, cut the
I'm
meat
sorry,
into
what?
thin slices. Spread beef tallow. At 120 degrees, sear the meat. Select
King Fire. It was just an iron. That was a legit iron. Okay.
500 grains of sea salt. Grind until powder.
500
Brush salt
grains.
onto the meat. Wash the hammer and strike 10,000 times. Now, select 50,000 grains of air flour. This took 20,000 seconds.
Okay, no, now I know he's bullshitting. There ain't no way he pulled pieces of flour out of the air like that and used that. No, no, he's bullshitting. That's
Of my life. Dust flour onto the meat paste and strike. Repeat this process for 2 hours to get the perfect texture. Cut 5 beef noodle strips down the middle and boil for 500 seconds. Then, pick 9,000 grains of air pepper. Add 99 drops of water to the rest of the meat. Mix until you get this texture, then mold it into the shape of a cow. This took 4,000 seconds. Bake for 10 minutes. Add soy sauce for the horns. Assemble the noodles onto the structure and add cilantro. Enjoy these simple noodles. Today we eat 5
what was the end result even supposed to be? What is that supposed to be? What is this supposed to be?
cilantro. Enjoy these simple.
What? Fucking what? Okay, no, we're moving on.
Today, we cook my pills. First,
Huh?
cut the chocolate at 15 degrees.
My
Make
pills?
a vertical cut. Rearrange the pieces. This way, we have an extra chunk. Place on a plate. With a heat gun at 250 degrees, melt the chocolate.
It's
Take
Meiji,
3
too.
small cookies and grind them into powder. Now, pour onto a plate. Add a pinch of butter. Mix until forming a dough and stretch it out. Cut circular shapes. Add a grain of white sugar to each small piece. Shape into little balls.
Okay.
Into the oven at 250 degrees until golden brown. Then, coat the balls in melted chocolate. Use a pill blister pack to create the mold. Remove the plastic. Pour and melt sweetener over high heat. Pour over the mold, wait for it to cool. Unmold and place 9 chocolate balls in the holes. Seal with aluminum foil. Enjoy this simple dessert. Today, we cook my pills.
I'm gonna be honest. This one was not as crazy as the last couple. As you can tell, it was definitely not as wild and out there. It was just melting chocolate, but still, yeah. This man is extra as fuck. All right.
Today, we eat a sea
Oh god,
cat.
it's fish.
First, caress the fish. Clean the corners and lower edges. Don't forget the armpits. Slice off each type of fin separately and pull out the spines from the dorsal fin. Use a heat gun to toast them. Now,
Why?
break lotus corn to obtain its fiber and form a thread. Tie the spines together to form the skeleton of a kite. Then, chop 7 small chilies. Pour oil into the pan. Add the fish fins, the chopped chilies, more chilies, green onion, and
Dear
garlic.
God, that's a lot of
Saute
chili.
for 300 seconds. From the green onion, cut a sheet and flatten it. Apply rice paste and stick it onto the structure. Press a chili flat and stick it on top. Decorate with green onion strips one by one and assemble
It's
the cooked
making the
fish
fish.
fins. Add the fish eyes with nori to decorate. Tie with a thread and place on top of a small branch. Enjoy this simple kite. Today,
There's literally no part of that you could really realistically eat. Well, I guess the onion. And I think the red was a part of the chili, right? What the fuck? Okay.
Today we eat fish
Oh
hydrangea.
god.
First, cover the fish
Another
with white
fish.
paper. Remove 24 scales from the line,
Oh my
one by
god.
one. Align the scales according to the order of extraction. Slice a
Okay.
part of the scallion, use it to collect the scales. Restore it and tie it. Cook it with ginger for 100 minutes. Remove the thin layer and sprinkle cornstarch. Fry them in oil one by one. Then, carefully extract the fish intestine.
Oh
Inject
god.
salt water to clean it. Grind the belly meat to form a paste. Put it into the syringe and inject it into the intestine. Make some knots. This way we get fish sausage. Now, place a fish
Okay.
ball and attach Sichuan green pepper shells one by one. Surround the fish ball
Trypophobia warning.
with the scales. Dip the intestine in chili powder and place it in the gaps. Enjoy this simple flour.
Yeah,
Today we eat
simple.
fish.
Holy shit. I mean, at least you can kind of eat that one. I'm sure the fish scales being deep fried has a nice crisp to it, like a fishy potato chip, but yeah. I don't know how this man, he's got to be snorting something before he comes up with these ideas.
Today we cook potato for your hair.
I'm
First,
sorry, what?
cut a perfect arc using a mold. Measure and cut exactly a 6 centimeter piece. Carefully
Okay.
cut precise slots into it. Use a heat gun to cook the piece until crispy. Next, cut a round potato slice. Cut it through the center to make the teeth. Fry them until
Teeth?
golden. Carve out small, hollow flower shapes. Pick up each piece and heat it on your hair straightener. This took me 4,000 seconds of my life. Now, insert the fried teeth into the slots
Is he
one by
making a
one.
brush?
Insert the flower shapes into the back slots. Use a scalpel to cut a
God.
piece of scallion and make a base layer for each potato piece. Spread mashed potato to act as glue and add some sauce. Place each part carefully and assemble. Decorate with a tiny piece of red chili. Enjoy this simple comb. Today,
Okay, it's a potato comb. Holy shit. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I love potatoes, so I'd probably eat that because that looked kind of crispy and good, but fuck.
Today we eat rice with our hands.
Oh
First,
boy.
select 10,001 grains of rice and polish their sharp tips. Grind only 10,000 grains into flour. Mix it with water from the Ganges River to form a paste.
My man.
Now,
I know his
arrange
bullshit.
the
What the
chicken leg
fuck?
bones left over from last night, and with the dough, join the joints. Wrap the bones and assemble the 5 claws. With the remaining dough, cover the entire structure. It goes into the oven for 7
Is it-
days. After that,
Is that what the
check
chicken foot looked like? It was
hardness
like
and
this.
Sand the surface.
Sand the
Using
sur-
carving tools, remove the excess
sorry, what?
material. We only need 99 steps to sculpt the basic shape and a piece of sandpaper for the final finish. This process took 23,000 seconds of my life. Boil the last grain of rice
Why?
in salted water.
Do you
Coat it
hate
with curry
yourself?
sauce. Enjoy
Oh my
this
God.
hand. Today we eat rice with our hands.
The end product is only there for like a microsecond, so let's take. You gotta admit that hand is really well made and really well detailed, but still, it's chicken bones in there, with a rice plaster around it, holding a single grain of actually edible rice covered in curry sauce. And of course, we got a little shit stain on the plate there, just like some people's underwear. How does he come up with this? What is he doing that comes up with this? What does he do for work that he's got time to do this?
You ask me for more eggs.
Oh God.
First, use a specialized tool to isolate egg whites into perfect domes.
What the
Harvest
fuck?
raw corn silk and apply thermal wind to eliminate moisture. Thread a single fiber through a microscopic needle. Surgically suture 6 egg white segments together. Use your massage needles to
Looks
puncture
kinda like
11
garlic
micro
now.
holes. Press fresh mangosteens to extract fluids. Submerge into the juice. Dissect another egg to extract the yolk and
Okay.
sculpt the petals. Next, cook 18 quail eggs in hen broth for 600 seconds. Select 5 of them to make the upper sepals. Melt purple, yellow, and red chocolate.
What?
Apply a thick red base coat, followed by a thin purple layer on the eggshell. Paint yellow spots and spray remaining pieces. Now, thermally fuse the top leaves.
Is he making
and assemble.
mangosteens?
I made this mangosteen egg because you asked me for more eggs. First, use a specialized tool to isolate.
Holy shit. I'm kind of at a loss for words right now. Holy fucking hell. I Okay, we're just gonna move on.
Today I decided to
Oh my god,
bathe
it's
my
still
dinner.
alive.
First, build a gingerbed and cover it with a green onion blanket
Oh,
so it can rest.
it's not
One
gonna be
last
alive
time.
for much longer.
Marinate the shrimp tail slices with these ingredients. On a strip of cheese, place the
That's
marinated shrimp
cheese.
slices one by one and roll it up. Next, prepare
Okay.
mashed potatoes. Shape the mashed potato around the cheese shrimp rolls. Then, place a round potato piece. Pour beaten egg and cover it with breadcrumbs. Bake it and remove the sphere. Cut thin potato strips, soak them in water and add salt. After that, arrange them into a tree shape and bake for 600 seconds. Now prepare
Oh, don't
potato
tell me.
slices with oil and bake them. Attach pieces onto the branches of the potato tree. Then, spread sauce and assemble your little tree.
Oh my
Today I
god.
decided to bathe my
Once again, it showed for a little second, so let's go ahead and admire this. So I think it's 90% potato, right, with a little bit of shrimp and cheese in the bottom there. But I mean, I would still eat it. Honestly, it is mostly potato and some cooked shrimp. I hope that shrimp was cooked. Literally, he could open a 5-star restaurant because people go to a 5-star restaurant for the experience, not it's, every like super expensive restaurant I've seen, they serve like that much food, that little, maybe a little bit more, maybe not that much, but yeah, no, they don't serve a lot of food. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he could probably charge hundreds for just this. You get a vegetable entree, you get a fish entree, you get a meat entree, you get a salad, you can get dessert and an appetizer. Look at that full course meal, all like this. Holy shit, they could all probably fit on one plate.
Today we eat 1,400 bayberry vesicles. First,
I'm sorry, what?
extract the juice from a single bayberry piece.
Okay.
Isolate the empty vesicle and set it aside. Repeat the process for each one. This took me 12,000 seconds of my life. Next, take a lychee
Dear
from
God.
Hong Kong. Separate the flesh and make sure the shell remains intact. Extract the lychee fluids and inject them into a test tube. Then,
That looks
fuse
like
the
that
bayberry
looks
and
like
lychee
something
juice.
else. Okay,
Pour the
but
hybrid solution into the shell. Add gelatin sheets and let it cool in the fridge. Inject
okay.
the remaining hybrid solution into each bayberry piece. Now, demold the refrigerated jelly from the shell. Arrange each bayberry vesicle around the jelly core. I spent 3,000 seconds assembling the fruit.
This is your
Enjoy
dessert
this
for that
simple snack.
5-star
Today we
restaurant.
eat 1,400.
Holy shit. How?
Today I select 1,000
Oh
white
boy.
and black rice grains. Use a curved pressing mold to shape the white rice.
Into what?
Cut a round hole in each piece and fill it with black rice.
Okay.
Connect both pieces, fill the gaps, and heat them to make it firm.
The fuck is
Then
he
use a
making?
cylindrical mold to cut steamed bun slices. Remove the centers and cut each piece into 8 fan-shaped pieces. Cut docking slots at a 60-degree angle. Assemble them. Cut 6 fragments of shiitake mushroom, 6 fragments of sausage.
What
Add
kind of
pea
sausage
and
was that?
kernels. Boil them until cooked. Use the pea as the core of the structure. Assemble it using the ingredients.
Okay.
Continue with sausage. Insert the structure inside the white rice piece and connect it to the black piece. Enjoy your simple meal. Today I select 1,000 white and black rice.
I literally don't know what to say anymore. So that's just dry rice on the outside. It's not even like fried rice. I don't even know if that's still edible. That rice. Plus whatever that thing he put in the middle was. I don't even remember. It was like steamed buns, and then with a pea in the middle and corn and a bit of pork. Okay. All right.
Today
Moving
we
on.
eat instant bubble noodles.
Bubble
First,
noodles.
Choose a 50-centimeter long noodle. Cut
Okay.
into 120 small pieces. Pick up each piece and put it on a straightener. Flatten it into a flake shape. Control
That's
the thickness of each piece. This took me 10,000 seconds of my life. Next,
dear God.
take an egg and drill 2 holes. Insert the syringe into a hole and carefully extract 2 milliliters of egg white. Seal the egg for another use. Pour the egg
Okay.
white, add a spoon of white sugar and a piece of gelatin.
Sugar?
Stir 1,000 times for 8 minutes. Then put in the pump needle and pump 900 times to make the liquid spit out bubbles. Stir 900 more times. This way I get dense and small bubbles. Place the
Okay.
120 flakes on the bubbles one by one. Add a piece of chive. Enjoy. Today
No.
we eat instant bubble noodles.
No, I will not enjoy that. That looks like it's going to give me stomach problems. I'm going to be sitting on that toilet for a couple hours making something that looks like that. Yeah. Well, moving
I
on.
refuse to eat normal eggs. First, peel
Apparently.
the eggs using a rotating.
He refused to eat normal food is what he does. Not just eggs. Those were quail eggs, it looked like.
machine. Then wrap each one into a 4-centimeter capsule shape using
Why?
transparent acetate. Release and secure 1 egg capsule. Process beetroot to extract fresh juice and pour it into a glass. Then dye half of the capsule for exactly 60 seconds. Repeat with the second one. Next, pour hot water to create a mysterious infusion. Submerge the other pair of capsules the same way for 1 minute. Melt 100 grams of Hong Kong sugar. Pour the caramel into a 2-capsule mold and let it dry. Place the eggs inside the mold and seal them with gold leaf. On a plate, pour drops of concentrate, flatten them, and place the other 2 capsules. Enjoy simple eggs. I refuse to eat normal.
Simple eggs, he says. Dear God. Holy shit. He made egg pills. Oh. Oh my God. Okay. It's always hard to tell where he's going with at the end of these. Sometimes he makes a shape that's recognizable. Like that, like the fish and the bonsai tree and the pills here, but sometimes he just makes abstract objects and it I try to guess what it ends up as, but no.
They challenged me to turn a potato into a horse.
Okay.
First, slim it down, cut a few pieces, and carve into the shape of a horse. This took me 9,000 seconds of my life.
Dear God.
Bathe it in boiling water.
That's a fat horse.
Then, take a portion of pork, add egg and seasoning. Combine 2 round potato slices.
Okay.
Add pork until
Where's this
forming a
going?
ball. Pour flour
Why a
and
ball?
beetroot juice into a bag and mix to form a dough ball. Use a mold to form a bag shape. Decorate with pieces of potato.
Okay, so it's an
steam.
actual bag.
Next, use soy sauce to paint the horse. Cut a leaf piece of potato, heat gun it, and assemble the horse's mane.
Oh dear
Attach the
God.
tail and reins.
Yeah, that's a
Now,
very
take a
fat
piece
horse,
of red
though.
chili to make the saddle. Assemble the remaining pieces. Use nuts and mashed potato for the base. Enjoy this simple horse.
I don't think that was nuts. That looks like what was it? It's like a chili, crispy chili thing. I don't know what it's called. Are you sure English is the first language for this? Oh shit! This shorts thing is broken right now, so nothing's coming up. But yeah, I mean it doesn't look bad. It's just potatoes and what was this? A chili? It looks good, but it also begs the question of why.
Today, we build fried rice.
More yin and
First,
yang
wrap
rice.
white rice around the lower half of a wild apple. Remove the molds and reveal the
Okay.
shape. Then,
A
cut
diaper?
black rice in half, fix a young ginger shoot, and wrap tightly around the ginger tip, creating a foot-shaped piece.
Just the tip,
Attach it
okay.
to the white base. Place the
It's
molds
making a
back
panda.
onto the apple. Wrap black rice around the upper half. Remove the molds and assemble the pieces. Next, use 2
Yep.
corn kernels and wrap each with black rice. These become the rice ears.
Mhm.
Select 7 types of nuts and arrange in order. Drop 2 egg yolks into rice. Add seasoning and stir fry until golden. Now,
I mean, that
place
does look
cashews
good.
inside the animal base. Add rice, sunflower seeds, more rice, and 2 walnut halves. Attach the head with eyes and a nose. Enjoy this simple meal. Today, we build fried rice. First,
Simple. Simple. It truly is simple. You just made a panda, filled it with fried rice and some nuts, and yeah, go ham on it. I'm, I'm concerned. All right, one more. We're just going one more. What's this last one? Please be really out there, because let's end it off on a high note.
Today, I'm air drying 28 small fish for my Valentine.
Good start.
First, clip off the tail fin and hang the rest back on the rack. Repeat for each small fish. Place the tail fins on a humidifier to soften them. Then, manually sand the fish skin. This took me 11,000 seconds. Collect the fish powder and save the rest.
Of course he's using the powder.
Add flour and water and knead it into a dough. Hand roll it into a small ball. Next, take white peppercorns and cut them in half. Hollow out the inside at 10,000 RPM. Stuff 2 grains of salt into each hemisphere and embed them onto the fish ball. Steam it for 3,600 seconds and remove. Dissolve red yeast rice powder in water. Put it into a spray gun and spray the fish ball.
Is that a
Deep fry the tail fins at 250 degrees.
It's making it look like a raspberry?
With curry powder. Prepare 2 slices of leek and flatten them with an iron.
There's that iron again.
Form a bouquet using the flattened leek. Assemble the fish ball, tail fins, and thin leaves. Today, I'm air drying.
No. No. Yeah, so if you want to see more weird and crazy I was gonna say concoctions. I don't know if that's the right word for this, but yeah. If you want to see more of this stuff, go to Bruhzen's channel, Bruhzen. I don't know how to say his name again. Go to his channel, link to the description, and yeah, give him a watch. Because apparently he spends a lot of time doing this stuff. So yeah. Yeah, and with that said, yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. So now till next time, y'all, thanks for watching, and goodbye.